So it's time for some self-care. Now, a lot of people have different ideas of what self-care looks like for them. For me, one of my things that I love to do for self-care is knitting, and this is actually going to be a blanket. I'm almost done. So knitting has two forms of self-care for me. So the first one is I have something to do with my hands. I can be productive while I'm watching a show or just hanging out. And it is also altruistic for me because I'm creating something for somebody else. I love to knit blankets and dishcloths and stuff like that. I'm not quite as advanced as some people. I can't do can't do hats and sweaters, but you know what? The things that I love doing for other people. That's just one form of self-care. And I know what some of you guys are thinking, but Karen, you're blind. How can you be knitting? So I do it based on feel. So I can feel where the stitch is on this needle, push this guy through, and I can use my sense of touch to know how to bring it over and bring it off. It also helps to feel the stitches along here, along the rest of the pattern, to know whether I'm doing a knit row or a purl row, whatever I'm doing there. So a lot of what I've been doing is by feel, and I've also been knitting for about 35 years. So it's been, I've kind of learned over time. So that's one thing that I do during the day and whenever I have the opportunity. And then on Sunday evenings, my other form of self-care is actually playing Dungeons and Dragons, because nothing's quite the same as just zoning out, becoming somebody else for a couple hours, and just pummeling something else. So completely different from my normal personality, to be honest. So self-care does not always have to look like bubble baths, going to a spa, stuff like that. Sometimes I like being in nature. Sometimes I like cooking. Sometimes I like knitting. And sometimes I like using a big sword. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you do for your self-care that might not be quite as, generic or as commonplace, or something that other people might not even think about. Anyways, please leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share. And as always, thanks for watching.